Hi, I'm Cindy Allen-Stuckey, and I have such an exciting announcement to make today. My book, The Shift Café, where women who drink coffee together change the world, is available beginning today, right now, on Amazon at a special price. Now, the Shift Café leads you on a creative pathway to self-discovery that helps you identify what you want in life, why you want it, and most importantly, how to develop the courage to achieve it. Because today is such a special day, I have a very special guest on our cafe conversation today. My publisher, Karen Packwood, founder and creative director of Spirit Spa Press. I'm completely convinced that without Karen's professionalism and dedication, the Shift Cafe would have never happened. So welcome, Karen.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here.
So Karen, as a creative director of the Spirit Spa Press, why did you feel that the Cafe was a good book to publish?
So I think probably the first way to think about that is if you think about the name of the publishing house, the Spirit Spa Press. Obviously, that immediately tells you that the books that I'm interested in publishing are very much related to emotional and psychological well-being. Also, the tagline of the company is messages of hope and stories of courage. And I think it's very true that all of your readers are on that journey of finding their own courage and stepping into their own stories of hope. And obviously you share those stories in the book as well, and you take people on the journey from a sense of hopelessness to a place of hope. And so of course that really resonated with kind of like the aims of the publishing house, if you like. I think also the fact that you actually take your readers on a creative journey. It's not a passive read, it's a very interactive and engaged process that they undergo. So that really appeals to me. Obviously, as you know, my background is in teaching. So anything that engages a reader, you know, it feels very important to me in terms of these kinds of books. But then actually also what I also love about the book is that you've got moments of respite in it and moments of reflection. And that comes with the poems that you've included with you know, poets from all over the world. And so I think you've got such a nice balance of content that really immerses people in a very kind of nourishing experience. So that's why the book appealed to me in terms of wanting to publish it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Karen, you've been heavily in the creation process of the entire book, The Shift Café. What have you found most?
So in terms of what I valued the most, I could talk about so many things, but I think probably the one thing that really stands out for me is the fact that we worked very hard to work with beta groups and pilot study groups on different versions of the manuscript. So right from the word go, we weren't just creating the text and thinking that it was going to be okay or hoping that it was going to be okay. We were testing it with real people who'd got the real experiences of why they needed this particular book. And going on those journeys with those women and seeing where they were at when they started the process of working through the book compared to where they were when they ended the process of working through the book was really such a phenomenally kind of overwhelming experience and joyful experience. So we really proved in that process that the book works, if you like. So as we come today to launch it out into the real world with the big wide public, we know that we've got a book that really does serve the reader very well. So I think that's probably why I value it, because we've really worked hard to test every single section of the book that it would be helpful and supportive to the reader.
Yes, and it's so obvious, how well received it is, and the big jumps, the big shifts that the reader in just a short amount.
Phenomenal in a short amount of time, life-changing for many people.
So Karen, how do you shift the person who is feeling are alone, hopeless?
Well, I think there's a key word there, and the word is alone. This book is designed for somebody who genuinely is at a point in their life where they're suffering in a place of hopelessness, And in that place, they can often feel very alone. They maybe don't know who they can turn to. They don't understand what steps they can take to help them move forward. And I think that's probably one of the things that I really love about this book, is that you take your reader on very simple yet effective steps to actually understand the small shifts that they can make on a day-by-day basis to make, to change their life, as it were. I think also the other thing that I really love about it is that by stepping into buying this book and into the actual exercises, they're no longer alone. Instantly, if they choose to be, they can become part of the Shift Café community. We have a very thriving community on Facebook. They can choose to work with you personally if they want to at some point. But instantly, by buying the book, they are connecting with a whole community of women who have either been where they are and have now transformed beyond that, or who are at that stage with them and can journey with them as they make shifts together. And it's very much, goes along with, women who drink coffee together change the world. And of course, you start by changing your own world. But if you can do that in community with others, what an enriching experience that is. So I love that option, that people can choose to work through the book individually if they want to, or if they're really struggling with being alone, they instantly have a community that's there to support them as well. So yeah, that's important, I think.
Okay, thank you, Karen. And my last question for you. So why, Karen, would you recommend the Shift Café book to someone who is unsure if it's right for them, maybe somebody who's doubtful the book is for them, or who may be nervous about undertaking the activities in each sip or chapter?
Yeah, it's a big step, because this is more than just buying a book. This is more than just seeing a pretty cover on the front of a book, thinking, oh, that looks quite nice, and then I'm going to sit and kind of passively read it. This is a book that requires you to take action. And to take action can be a very, very nerve-wracking thing. Although some people, we might feel that we yearn change, actually we're also very frightened of change because we don't know what that means for our life. So I really understand that. But my answer to those people is, what have you got to lose? If you buy this book and you begin to take the processes of working through the activities, and you find that you're beginning to make some really quite significant shifts in your life, that is a massively fantastic investment of your money and your time, if you like. But then if you buy it and you think, well, it's not for you, what have you actually lost? You haven't really lost that much, but you could gain more than you can possibly imagine at this moment in time. And I know that that's what our pilot study group have found. They did not know quite how powerful it was going to be for them when they actually first started working with the book. And I think, and the other thing that I would say is, to encourage people to, all of the testimonials, all the videos that you've got on your website, on your Amazon page, that you've used for your launch of this book. You've got so many great testimonials from women who have been through the process. Listen to those. And if it resonates with your heart, then just take a breath, step in. You're not alone. You will instantly be part of a community that will hold your hand and take you forward in the Shift Café community. Just go for it. That's what I say. Just do it.
Right, exactly. So Karen, I love the journey that we've been on, and I know we still have more of a journey to be on, but I value, like I said, your professionalism, your dedication. So just thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Cindy. It's been an absolutely amazing process of collaborating with you on this project, and I wish you all the success in the world with it as it comes out into the world now, and congratulations on launching it today. It's been I remember when it was just a dream for you, and I've watched you on the journey of going through the whole process of creating it, and I know that this was really important to you in terms of being a legacy piece, and I think it's a phenomenal legacy piece. So congratulations, and make sure you celebrate today as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, you can get started on your unique Shift Café journey today. Just click on this link right now, place your order, and you'll have your copy of the Shift Café in your hand within a couple of days. Thank you, Karen, and thank you to the readers or the listeners here. Bye-bye.